Hello there. Any Remainer left fighting to keep us tied to the EU in any way, shape or form is also now effectively demanding that the UK subjugates itself within a United States of Europe. The leader of Germany's Social Democrats, Martin Schulz, who is hoping to enter into a coalition with Angela Merkel's Christian Democrats, so becoming the second most powerful person in Germany, has made it plain that he wants to see a United States of Europe by 2025. Those who think that his words are empty should remember that he is extremely practised in the dark arts of the European Union, having been an MEP and the President of the European Parliament between 2014 and 2017, having just been relieved in the post by Antonio Tajani, who is himself a firm federalist. I want there to be a constitutional treaty to create a federal Europe, Schulz jaw-droppingly told a party convention, and went on to say that once drafted, that constitution needed to be presented to the member states, and those who are against it will simply leave the EU. He called it an about-face for Europe. He later tweeted in English, "I want a new constitutional treaty to establish the United States of Europe, a Europe that is no threat to its member states, but a beneficial addition. A convention shall draft this treaty in close cooperation with the civil society and the people. Its results will then be submitted to all member states. Any state that won't ratify this treaty will automatically leave the EU." How can this be a Europe that is no threat to member states when it will threaten and discard those that don't comply? And who is to pay who, etc., when they are forced out, and all those borders and ex-EU citizens with rights? This is the mad federalism in full flow. A mad federalism that could just rip itself apart. He said that countries like Poland and Hungary were already either undermining the EU or isolating themselves from it. How much more evidence is needed that the hard federalist core of the EU is now firmly in charge, bent on redrawing the boundaries of Europe? And in the process, all those countries that were told they were important could suddenly find themselves unwanted, unless they fully toe the federalist line, of course. As I have said before, people like this do not make speeches on a whim. They think about what they are saying and the repercussions of their words. They will even have cleared the contents with other leaders. We've had Jean-Claude Juncker and his State of the Union address where he openly called for much more European integration. We've had the EU Parliament under Tajani saying exactly the same thing. We're seeing the formation of an EU army, and the French President Emmanuel Macron has exactly the same openly stated aims. Can you imagine if the EU referendum had gone the other way last year? Right now, the likes of Cameron, Clegg, Clark, Cable, Mandelson and Blair, etc. would all be telling us how wonderful it would be to be a minor bit part in this new 21st century empire, and all grinning inanely as they herded the country and its people towards their own demise. And the worst of it is, they would want the UK to stump up the lion's share of the cost of setting it up. And it looks like the Remainers on our side are more than happy to help them not only fund it, but to also pare down our armed forces to a point where we would have to join this new grouping's military and foreign policy agendas. As I pointed out earlier, many influential people are coalescing around the push for a United States of Europe, and many of them are sitting in our own Houses of Parliament, the civil service and the press. Do not let the Remainers try and pass this off as a one speech by one man. This is the future of the EU, and we are well off out of it. This speech by Martin Schulz should serve as a timely and stark warning of what is being cobbled together on our doorstep, and we as a country should refuse to pay a penny towards it and walk away now. What do you think? Please leave a comment below. Thank you. please do like and share this video. And also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.